Hello guys, and good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are watching from. Now, last week or so, I'm sorry, 3 days back, I talked about the strategy where I was explaining to you guys that um, Crash 300 is going to be dropping soon. Let me take you to Crash 300. So I told you guys that Crash 300 is going to be dropping, where I made the analysis and I stated it. If you've not watched that video, go and watch the Millionaire strategy. That should be the first one. And I told you that if an arrow pops here in 4 hours time frame, that I will definitely wait for price to make a pullback, then I'll go to lower time frame to take my entry. Now, if you look at the current trade now, you see that just two trade, only a trade is giving about $34. If I should hold one trade down to this point, because this is where the price is going to come at the end, it's not just going to come here, it's going to be making pullbacks. But if you can hold it, maybe you get it either from lower time frame and you hold it up to this point. Only this trade can give you over $500 for one single trade. This is Crash 300, and you don't need to have $1,000 before you start it. It all depends on how accurate you entered, and you don't even need to calculate anything because already everything is going to pop up and it's going to be in place for you. Now, in the previous video, I told you that there is not going to be any arrow that's going to pop up from here where we have the buy signal. Watch. This was the buy signal. That is for buy. Till date, there was no any other arrow that interfered. This is on 4 hours time frame, not up till now. So as at when I'm recording is around 4, probably by 5 p.m. Once you drop this arrow, then we're looking for alternative to open another trade again, because it's going to be selling throughout this week. If care is not taken, even throughout this month. So Crash is going to be selling more of selling than buy. Exactly. So that is why I told you that if you are using a mobile strategy, just like what we have every day on the channel, you can only scalp. But when you have tools like this in place, then you can make money in bulk. Forget the course that you bought online and all those things. I'm not saying they are not factual or they are not real, but majority of you bought them. At the end of the day, most of the terms they even use was confusing, so you have to drop them. But with this one, within a day or two, you'll see the result. So this is the Crash 300. Please, if you are still doubting, go and check the first video I made about the Millionaire strategy. I posted in my channel, because some of you are still skeptical and then you're seeing when and how. So I can't be responding to an individual where individually I have to just create a video, put it out there so that even those coming or those who is going to join later will watch and see for themselves. So that will relieve me of answering you individually. And if you have any personal question or any personal contribution, you can also message me via my WhatsApp number. It's on the description below. When you check it, you see my WhatsApp number there. So please don't communicate with anyone on the comment section. If you have anything to tell me, I have provided my WhatsApp number. So if you don't by any chance interact with anyone via the comment section, because anywhere there's one or two, there must be a Judas there. So just be careful, guys, so that I don't fall into victim. That aside, now let me also show you a trade I took not quite long, and now let me even show you something. If eventually this trade close, it's going to close in $60. I don't know if it's going to pop up, but let me put my cursor there. Sorry, okay. If this trade close on profit now, it's going to close on $57. So these two trades is going to give me above $100. So that's why when I said you can make above $100 a day, it's not that I'm exaggerating or I'm just trying to get your attention. You can see it. Here's the you can see it from here. Guys, you can see it. So only these two trades, if it close on profit, already even currently now, if I should close it, I have nothing less than almost $62. So it is left for you to decide what you want. Now let's go to volatility 10. There was a trade I took on volatility 10. So let me illustrate and explain again how I take all these things. Now, this was when the alert popped up on 30 minutes for sell. I told you when it pop up, you're on a higher time frame, you don't immediately take that order. There are two things you should consider. You should consider your point of exit, and secondly, you should know how to modify it in lower time frame. When I say modify, you just need to look for similar opportunity in lower time frame for entry so that you'll be able to put your stop loss at a tight zone. But I don't do that. Whenever I enter it, I still go as far as putting my stop loss at the swing high. When you watch now, you see I put my stop loss at the top. So that is the swing high. So as I put my stop loss there, I know definitely it's going to go towards my favor. Or it's going to favor my, as in the trade is going to favor me definitely. So already you see where my TP is. This is volatility 50. Now, only one single trade here will give you $9. So even with your little account, let's say you have $20 or $30 account, it is possible that in a day or two you double that account with this strategy. Exactly. So for those of you still asking and doubting it, I'm not saying you should not doubt it. It all depends on choice. I can't force you. Can take the horse to the stream. You can't force it to drink water. So that is what is happening here now. So if you decide to get it, fine. And if you choose not to, it's all the same thing. Life goes on. So, and most of you again are still asking, most especially those of you who newly joined this channel, how accurate is the signal? This is when it pop up for buy for volatility. Did you notice that there was no any other arrow? Sorry, there was no any other pop-up arrow for buy, or sorry, for sell or any other till it get to this point. So if it doesn't have an accuracy, it will have been popping different arrows. And I told you, or I explained initially, that this arrow will only repaint if the candle that pops up for this arrow eventually goes opposite way. That means as it pop up red now for sell, if eventually the candle may be reversed and later become bullish or green, then that arrow will disappear, meaning the signal is not the trend is not ready to move towards the down direction. Immediately it closes, definitely it is giving you a signal that price is about to either make a pullback or totally move away from that space. So that is just the side of it. So please, I think I've been able to answer and also explain again for those of you who are still skeptical. I've been able to answer that aspect. And I also stated it clearly that this strategy is not only for deriv, it works for both crypto and both currency pair. That means if you have it, if you want to trade currency, those of you who are complaining that you don't have access to trade, you can't trade deriv based on your location. Yes, you can use it for forex. It's similar. And on the forex aspect, I have a software that's going to alert you based on the calendar and economic calendar, which is the news. So all that has been ready. It's already ready. So yours is just when you get it, I'll put you through how to use it. Then definitely you start leveraging on the softwares. So thanks for watching. If you have any question, please, as usual, come to my personal question. You can DM me or message me via my WhatsApp. And please be mindful of anyone chatting you or making comments in the comment section so that you don't fall for scam. Have a good day and a blessed week ahead.